Hello. So I'm gonna give this thing like a second to get situated to see if anyone hops on. I went live last night for like 15 minutes, and when I uploaded the video after I went live to see if anyone wanted to check it out, I was like, oh my gosh, why is no one saying anything? And then Stephanie pointed out that you couldn't hear me. So I don't know if there was a technical difficulty and I was talking to myself for 15 minutes yesterday, or when I tried to upload it, if there was an issue. Yes, thank you, Stephanie. Hello, hello. Thank you for letting me know that it's working. All right, so we know we have success, that there's sound right now. So let's see if it'll work for me after we're done and we try to upload it, if it works, because it was super annoying yesterday. But the whole thing, and let's see if I can kind of talk about it all again. But what happened yesterday and what was going on is, my challenge group started. So it was the very beginning of this whole 21-day thing. And I know a lot of you also started a challenge group as well yesterday. And it got me thinking about how many times there are many of us that we start something, we go hardcore, we have this excitement, we have these feelings that we just want to reach our goals, and then all of a sudden, like week 2, week 3 sets in, and you start to see people drop off. You start to feel like they're not really into it anymore, or they are like, oh my gosh, like I totally get it, I have this nutrition plan, I have this workout schedule, but why am I not doing the things that I need to be doing to get those results? Because we know, I have this like crazy light going on in the background. I think it's making my face some weird colors right now, so I'm gonna turn that off or set it to 1. I have my infuser going. So what I was saying was, as we're doing these groups, we have these plans, we know that when we have something that we follow, our fitness, our nutrition, when we follow it, it works 100% of the time when we stick to it. And that's the same thing. It goes kind of parallel with this business. And it got me really to thinking about it, because I don't know about you, but there's so many times that I do something and I get literally pissed at myself, because I'm like, dude, like, you know what you need to do, whether it's with my health journey or whether it's with this business or whether it's just something that I have to do around the house. But I'm not showing up and I'm not doing those things that I need to do every single day consistently. And that's one thing that I really know, and I'm trying to work on myself, is being consistent and showing up to do those things. But it's not as simple as that. Because at the end of the day, if we set these random daily to-do lists of things that we have to do, but we don't connect with them, if we don't understand or have motivation to come and do them every day to keep us going, there's something bigger that we're missing. There's something bigger that we're not connecting with, that we're not looking at, that we're not feeling. And I think that what we need to kind of all do, and this is something that I'm working on and trying to focus on, and it's something that we're really working on in this training that we're doing with our push coach, Josh Coates, and I'm in the group, Stephanie's in the group, Marissa's in the group, and it's something that we are doing, and I wanted to bring it here because I think it's going to be huge for all of us to do it together, is we have to start at the very top. Okay, so if you think of our daily goals as down here, let's look at the very big picture. So many times in this business, you hear things, your why, okay? But what the heck does that really mean? That's the thing when you close your eyes and you think about what the heck you want your life to look like, what that vision is for your life for 5 years out, 10 years out. What do you want? What do you want that to look like? And I'm going to encourage you to go and to take a freaking pen to paper, or if you're afraid that you're going to have too many thoughts, you want to type it out, go on the computer, but like set a timer for like 10 minutes and just hammer it out. Just type things, just go from your heart. Don't worry about how ridiculous or frivolous it might sound. Who cares? You want what you want, and no one should ever tell you whether that's right or wrong. It's how you want your life to be, and it's what you want your life to look like. And I think that that is something that is huge. And this is long term. This is not something I'm talking about, what do you want next month? What do you want next year? I'm talking long term, big picture. You're sitting there looking back at your life and reflecting at all the great things that you did, all the things that you were able to have, all the contributions you were able to make, what does that look like? So that's your life vision, okay? So that's what we consider to be part of your why. And if you don't know what that is, you need to figure it out. And it can change. It can change over time. You can, have different phases of your life. I can tell you my why has changed from when I was single to when I got married to when we bought our first house to when we start thinking about families. All these different things are our motivation and how we start to evolve our big picture and what we think is possible, because the more we do, the more we realize, holy shit, I should dream super freaking big, because I've already accomplished so much that I never thought was possible. So that can keep growing and changing, but you need to take the time to write it out, okay? So I did this activity, and I have this thing that I look at every single day. One, I have it printed out and it's on my vision board so that if I'm sitting here right now, I can literally turn right over there and look at it and read my why. Two, I have it saved on my phone in my notes. So I have this little morning ritual when I wake up that I go through a couple different apps and I do a few things because that's just what wakes me up in the morning. And reading that is something that I always do every single day because that's super important to me to connect with what the heck it is that I'm waking up for, what it is that I'm going to work for, what am I showing up for that day. It's for that freaking vision. So then the second piece that you want to focus on, I'm sorry, I'm like ADD and seeing comments, but Kelly, that's awesome. And I think that that is something that you really want to do, just talking about starting to write out your goals. But I'm going to challenge you to take it further and to sit down and create this whole vision for what it is that you want your life to look like before the goals that you're going to do every single month. Take it back to the very top so that when you're working towards all those other things, you have something else to push you. So we're focusing on, again, this top level here. So that's your vision. So then the next piece, to dive down even further, to really connect you to the next piece, let's talk about your mission. So every company has a mission statement. Beachbody is to help people live healthy and fulfilling lives, which, heck yes, if you're a coach, obviously you have some kind of passion to want to help people, to want to help them feel fulfilled, but that's not the only thing, I'm sure, that you want to do with your life, because you're not just Beachbody. You have so many unique things that are part of you that you're going to bring to every single thing that you're doing, okay? So while part of that may be your mission, you have to think about what are all the things that you want to be doing. So what I did is I thought about these powerful freaking action words of what I wanted to do, because yes, I love helping people get fit and healthy and taking care of themselves, but that's not necessarily everything about what we do and what my mission is that captures everything that I'm trying to do. So I had to think about it, and I'm a total nerd, and maybe you can be a nerd like me too. But after I created my mission, I made these little like magnets that I have in different places around my house. I have one here at my desk, I have one on the refrigerator, and I wrote out my mission, got them made in my favorite little colors, and then I put it everywhere so it reminds me of what that looks like. So my particular mission, and here are the power words, are unleash people's inner self-belief and empower them to take action towards designing their own life. So my goal is to empower and to motivate and to inspire, and so those are my big words, and that is what helps me as Ashley's personal mission statement. What I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to build, is I'm connected to making people feel like they can live their life the way that they want to, that they are capable of doing so much more than they ever thought. And that's way more to me than just fitness, just nutrition. It's about your mindset. It's about, stepping outside of your comfort zone, showing up and doing things that you never thought you could possibly do, having courage. And so that, to me, if you can't tell, gets me freaking fired up and makes me excited. And so anytime I'm kind of not feeling like doing what I need to do, I have my mission that I'm reminded of that's going to get me excited and remind me of why am I doing this? What is it that I'm trying to do? And then I have that vision that I'm constantly reading and drilling into my brain every single day to remind me of what it is that I'm working towards. So do you see how important those two pieces are? Having your vision, having your mission. So before you do anything else, before you worry about what you have to do on your to-do list, please take the time to do these two things, because it's a game changer. I'm not even joking. Focusing on these things every single day, consistently, drilling it into my mind, it completely changes your mindset. So from there, we have our vision, we have our mission, and then we focus on our short-term goals. So it's great to have these, grand ideas of where we want our life's vision to go, what our long-term goals are, but it's going to take time to get there, and it might feel discouraging, and that's why we have to set those short-term goals, just like we do when we're trying to, change our healthy lifestyle. If we have a goal of losing 50 pounds that seems daunting as all hell, to set that first and to say, dude, I have to, lose 50 pounds to get to where I want to be. Yeah, no one's gonna have the, belief that they can do that. And so you have to break it down, and you have to say, hey, I'm gonna celebrate the first pound, the first 5 pounds, the first 10 pounds, the first 15, the first 20, and then you kept it going. So every month, every week, whatever works best for you. And I encourage you to try to at least set monthly goals, because there's something about every single month starting fresh that really helps. But sit down and say, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. What are the things that I can do every single, month, or I can focus on this month, or I can push myself to do this month, that's going to carry me and to help me towards those long-term goals. So whether it's things like hitting Success Club, or, going live and doing something like this that maybe is scary, or maybe it is pushing play on your workout every single day, or following the nutrition plan. There's so many different things that you can be focusing on. But here's the thing that we have to remember, is that if you set goals like hitting Success Club, making X amount of money, enrolling X amount of coaches, that's okay. It doesn't diminish the fact that you're trying to focus on helping people. It's a measurement for how many people you're actually helping. And I think so many times people come into this business and they say, I don't care how much money I make. If I just help one person, I'm going to be good. But isn't that kind of selfish? To sit there and say, I want to help one person? Well, why not 2? Why not 3? Why not 10? Why not freaking influence everyone that's around you by how motivating and empowering and inspiring you are through your consistency and showing up every day to be the best version of yourself? So it's okay to set goals, to want to earn money for doing this. It's okay to want to have a nice house, or to have property, or to move somewhere, or to have a nice car. There's nothing wrong with that. And please, I never want anyone here to feel shamed or to feel like if they set goals that are money related, that it diminishes the fact that we're helping people. Because they literally say, help people get what they want and you will get what you want. So while you're setting those goals for Success Club or money or rank or whatever it is that you're shooting for, you have to remind yourself that it's because you're helping people, and it's because you're showing up and you have their true best interest at heart, because you're focused on your mission statement, that those things will be the result of you helping them. Do you know how many people in a month I plug into my challenge groups that are not someone who pays? I literally had 3 people this month that just didn't have the money, or they already had a program, or whatever, ordered through another coach, something like that, who quit the business, because let's face it, tons of people are not always going to stick around. It takes, someone different to do this and to see things the way that we see it, and it's not for everyone, and that's okay. But those are 3 people that I plugged into my group this month that I did not get a Success Club point from, that I did not make $1 off of, and guess what? I don't give a shit. It's fine. It's good. And I'm excited to help them because I care about them and because I want to see them feel their best, to believe that they can do this even though they didn't have the money maybe to buy a product or something like that. I want to show them these little wins that they can make. And guess what? Maybe later down the road, they will decide to purchase something or decide, hey, this is pretty awesome. I've had these programs forever. I love them. Let me try this whole coaching thing out. You know what I mean? So you have to focus on the core value of what it is that you're trying to do and setting those short-term goals. And last but not least, so again, we have, you know, your vision, you know, your mission. Now you have your monthly goals, or however you determine to set up your short-term actions. Then we have to create our daily action plan. So you've seen, us posting documents in here about what it takes to be consistent in the business, showing up, doing things like your freaking vital behaviors. So doing your personal development, doing your invites, doing your workouts, and making sure that you're drinking your Shakeology, being a product of the product, and recognizing people. So those are some huge things that it's critical to do every single day, but it's having conversations, it's friend requesting people, building your network, posting on social media, telling stories, working on your transformation, sharing your transformation, being a light and being positive, and all of these things. So we can go on and on and on and on, but you have to figure out that accountability for doing those actions, and what is it going to take to have you show up to make those things take place. And I can promise you this, I tried doing it the other way. I tried doing it where I'm like, okay, so I think I want to hit diamond. That sounds cool. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to message some people, I need to do a challenge group, I need to invite some people to it, and then I need to teach them how to do it, and cool. But there were some days that I didn't feel like showing up because I didn't feel like it. I don't know, I work full time, I'm tired, I'm lazy, I'd rather watch TV, hang out with my husband, my dog's pretty cute. I mean, sitting on the couch is pretty great. So, maybe I don't need to do it today. Who cares? It's just one day. But then, what happens the next day that I decided, I don't feel like doing it? The next day, then I'm like, shit, my challenge group is starting, and I don't have anyone in there. I'm 2 weeks away from this deadline that I set for hitting diamond, and I'm nowhere close. Do you know how much easier it is if I were to just show up and do these little things every single day, instead of trying to push and push and push at the last minute? Now, don't get me wrong, pushes are good, but you're not going to have anything to push or anyone to talk to if you're not showing up every day and doing those things that you need to do. So as soon as I got laser focused on my vision, actually knew what it was and why it was that I was doing this, it makes the rest so much easier. Not easy, but easier, because I'm keeping it simple, I'm showing up, and I'm doing what I need to do because I finally understand what it is that I want and why it is that I want it and what it is about this business that excites me. Because I'll be honest, I didn't know for a while. I thought I had an idea of what it looked like, but I didn't know anymore. And that's okay. And so if you don't know what that looks like for you right now, if you don't know what this big picture is of, you signed up to be a coach, but what do you want your life to look like? And think about that life and think about those things that you want and truly ask yourself, if you weren't part of this, if you weren't part of this whole amazing opportunity that we have, could those things happen? And if the answer is no, because chances are, if you're on our team, you're dreaming some big dreams that take someone special, doing something different, then you're in the right place. So let's do this together, because it's way more fun that way, let's be honest. So what I'm going to challenge you to do is go back to your basics. Don't even worry right now today about what it is you need to do every day or what even your goals are, maybe, because hey, it's halfway through September. Just focus on whatever it is that you're doing. But what I want you to do is I want you to write your freaking vision, and I want you to come up with a mission statement. And I don't care if you think you've done this before, I want you to do it again, because it's probably changed. And hopefully you feel something inside of you that is excited, feeling motivated, feeling empowered. But if you feel that way right now, you might not feel that way in a couple days unless you remind yourself what it is that you're trying to do. So I hope that this was helpful. I know it completely kind of started to change my mindset and what it is that I'm doing. And I really hope that you trust me and actually do this exercise, because it makes life way more fun when you know where it is that you're trying to go and what you're working towards. So I hope that this, everyone can hear me, and when I upload it, you can hear me again, because that was an epic fail yesterday when I tried to do this. But I think this one turned out to be better than yesterday anyways. So thanks for joining. Love you guys, and I'll see you later.